everybody.
Hi.
Let's see, let me hit mute.
Good morning, rock stars. Good morning, everyone. It's Vanessa here. Welcome to our live Q&A. I see Annabella's here, Anne is here, Christine, Francisca, Joanna's here, Melissa, Sherry's in the house, Alexa's here, Michaela's here. Welcome, rock stars. It's awesome to see your smiling faces. A lot of new faces here joining us. Welcome, welcome to our live Q&A, and I'm so excited to be here with you. We've got 2 hours just here with you guys. You guys have me all to yourself for the next 2 hours, and I want to start off with really, a warm welcome. If you're brand new, if you've just joined, welcome and congratulations. You made it here on the inside. Holy smokes, it's amazing. Welcome. Laura's here as well. And my intention is to really support you with clarity, the next steps, the next 3 things that you want to be doing here to grow your business. Desiree, welcome, Desiree. So we're going to open it up here to live Q&A in a moment. And I just want to say welcome. If you're brand new, you're in the right place. Congratulations. You made it here on the inside. My intention is to really help you skyrocket your confidence and your cash flow. And we're going to do a combination of mindset work today, ask me any questions, clarity, and knock it out of the park for you. Really, that's my intention. Have a lot of fun too. And if you're graduating, great, congratulations, and no freaking out. Okay, we have a lot of people that come through here and they're like, oh my gosh, it's been the best 8 weeks of my life. I've gotten so much done. There's more. We have a year-long program. And I'm gonna open it up here to some celebrations for you guys here in a moment, because I like to always start off with the celebrations. I'm celebrating one of our year-long clients just published her best-selling book, and I just got it in the mail. So I was like, what? I've been working with Tammy for a year and 9 months, I think, and she started from nothing, did not have a business, really had this desire and this calling, and here's her best-selling book. Like, holy smokes, a woman was on national television last week. I like, what? So really celebrating all of your wins. And so let's start with some celebrations. What are you guys celebrating? Go ahead and type it into the chat box. It doesn't have to be even anything about your business. You can say, Vanessa, I got a new kitten this week. Or, oh my gosh, I've actually been sticking to my fitness routine for the last 5 days. Your business is an energetic expression of you. So what are you guys celebrating? What's going awesome and yummy and juicy for you guys? Go ahead and type it in the chat box. Should be like a little chat bubble here. What you focus on expands. So what are you celebrating? What's going awesome and yummy and juicy for you here today? There was a fly flying around me, driving me crazy today. It's going to get the freaking kibosh with this book in a minute. Desiree says, I had a couple of really great hour-long Q&As in my group and made offers. Congratulations. So that was fun. How amazing. Sherry says, I got a place, moved in on the 10th. Whoa, congratulations, Sherry. Amazing synchronicities occurred. Of course it is. You're a conscious creator. How amazing. Congratulations. Francisca says, I finally did my vision board. Yes, and my Gremlin Slayer kit. Ooh, I love it. Also, I may have a location for my local business. Congratulations. Awesome. Great celebrations. Melissa says, I'm getting stuff done. Yes. Staying organized. I love it. Laura says, I received your books. Yay! You're welcome. I'm so happy they came. And says, today I showed up even though I'm feeling overwhelmed with what's to start with first. Yes. Awesome. We're going to get you clear and on your next steps. I'm super happy you're here. And 90% of success is just showing up, really. Right? Show up just the way you are. Ask your questions. Get the clarity in the next steps. Alexa says, I sent out an offer and did my first 3 coaching calls ever. Wow. Congratulations. Amazing celebrations, you guys. Amazing celebrations. If you haven't typed in the chat box yet, share with us. What are you celebrating? What's going awesome and yummy and juicy for you? Love, love, love to celebrate your wins. And here's the deal. You're all going to be terrified at some point in this game. Every single one of you. You're going to have hurdles to overcome. For some of you, it might be, oh my God, technology hurdles in Facebook. For others, it might be, oh my God, charging thousands of dollars for my service. You know, for others, just showing up might be, a challenge. You are going to have days like this. You know, you guys are in this massive, rapid expansion and learning mode and owning it mode. And it's so exciting and it can be terrifying. All right. So I honor you and I congratulate you. High five, Soul Sister. I'm so proud of you, just even for being here. All right. That's something to celebrate. Desiree says, I have an on-site client, holistic life coach, and I'm getting to help her both set up her new home and her new retreat center. It feels beautiful to be part of it. Oh, yummy, juicy, delicious. I love all these celebrations, guys. So let's open up here for, live Q&A portion. This is really your time to get the clarity that you want and deserve in your business. And that's my intention, to really give you the clarity. So you can ask me any question. And I really do mean it. Ask me anything. You can ask me any question about your signature program, your system, your Facebook ads, mindset issues, money, clarity, marketing, sales question. The floor is yours. And I'm going to say this a few times. There are no stupid, wrong, dumb, or bad question. Okay? Except the one that you don't ask. So please use this time. Ask your questions. Go ahead and type in the chat box. And then I'll open you guys up here one at a time. I'm going to make a list here so I don't lose myself on this. So let me go ahead. We're going to start with Annabella and then Joanna. Joanna's just saying she's celebrating. I got my apartment back to myself. Woo! My friend and her 2 children are finally in their own place. Congratulations. So it'll be Annabella and then Francisca. Melissa's in week 3. Facebook ads, whoop, whoop, whoop. We're starting getting like some serious traction now. So that's exciting. And Sherry's got questions. So far I got 4 people down. Annabella, Francisca, Melissa, and Sherry. Desiree as well. Desiree's like, gremlin attack. Awesome. Take a look at that. And did you want to ask a question as well? Michaela. All right, awesome, guys. Well, let's start with Annabella. Why don't you go ahead and unmute your line? Where is she? Annabella. Oh, there she is.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. Very nice to meet you.
Yes, it's great to see you finally face to face, like in real live time video.
Yes, that's awesome. Thank you. Yes, I have different, about 3 or 4 questions, but they're very to the point. Like, one is, I find that I'm holding myself back from inviting people into a conversation or a breakthrough session because I haven't developed my signature program yet. I only have the name.
So what is it exactly that you don't have? You don't have the layout of the program? You don't know what to do?
Well, I do have the layout that I did in my About page.
Yes.
But I haven't really developed the content of each week. I'm doing one.
Perfect. So here's how to get around that. Okay. And this is a new thing, right? Like if you're brand new, you're offering this new coaching program, you've never launched it before. Oh my gosh, what's included? What am I charging? What am I really doing here? What I suggest that you do is go ahead and make yourself a coaching binder. Buy a 3-ring binder, put some paper in it, and write down all of the processes that you enjoy doing, okay, that you love doing, that have brought you success, and that becomes what you teach your clients. Now, here's what happens. You leave that binder on your table where you can see it, and I guarantee the thing will get dust. Okay, you will never even open it, but your brain right now is having this open loop of, oh my God, what am I going to teach? Oh my God, I'm going to get stuck on a call. I'm going to, oh my God, I'm not going to know what to say. I'm going to look like a retard on the phone. Oh my God, right? It's got that open loop.
Correct.
And that's preventing you from making offers and selling and feeling really good, right?
Correct.
So you need to close that loop and just put a binder on your table with, hey, if you forget, if you get onto a call, I think I got that freaking fly. Drive me crazy here. I'm going to get it. But it's got this open loop going and it's preventing you from moving forward. So close the loop, put the binder on your table. I guarantee you'll never open it up, but it will give you peace of mind, right?
Okay.
You're doing 9 calls in your 90-day program,
Correct.
an hour long each, and you're going to be coaching them. You're going to be giving them, right? Giving them processes and things, yes?
Right. So in addition to the call,
Yeah.
I guess I will give them content to work on.
Well, listen, in the very beginning when I first started as a coach, okay, I had one process. I did a law of attraction process over and over and over again, just on different topics. This week we do it on relationships. This week we do it on health. This week we do it on money. That's all I had. I wasn't actually sending them anything. But if I did have to send them something, I just emailed it to them. So in the beginning with your first, let's say 5 clients, you're kind of getting your like, what is it? What actual, geez, oh, look, I'm always talking about this. Oh, you know what? I always send them this PDF with some information on it. When I do my mastermind, I want to put that in my membership site. So right now, it's okay to have ground level, no membership site, no big fancy content. People are paying for your time and attention and energy, which is the most valuable thing you have right now. And you have got a lot of it because you don't have clients yet, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that's it.
All right. And the other question is, I have a Facebook page, but it's mostly empty. I have like 4 things in there, and I haven't created the group. So
are you on week 3 yet?
2. I think I'm receiving module 3 tomorrow. Tomorrow I will receive it. That's on module 3.
Perfect. So it's all included. Module 3 is all about how to set up your Facebook group.
Oh, okay.
How to get started with a $5 a day ad. Right. Before that, what we want you to do is get really clear on your program, your about page, have that system set up to start driving people over there. Maybe you start making a few videos for your 30-day video challenge.
Right.
So
I have to start on that. Okay, perfect. So the sales funnel is exactly what?
So the simple sales funnel that we show you here, there are 2 funnels. Okay. The first funnel is an online funnel where we teach you how to make offers on Facebook, period.
Okay.
Okay, it could be on your personal profile if you have friends there already. The second place is we teach you how to create a Facebook group. It's free, it's private. And we show you how to run a $5 a day ad to start filling people into your Facebook group.
Okay.
Okay. And the funnel is you showing up and being visible, delivering value, making a live stream, making a post every day, and making offers to people to get them on the phone. What happens? They book a call in your calendar. Step 1, they book a call. Step 2, in preparation for your call email. Step 3, you get on the phone and you have a sales conversation, and then they become a client. Okay. So that's your online funnel. It's a very, very simple funnel. And listen, we've had clients in this program that have had 25 high-paying clients in their first 8 weeks. Yes, I've had clients make $50,000 in 8 weeks with this very simple funnel. And in the beginning, you want a simple funnel. You don't want something complicated. You want to get some sales in the door. The next thing that we teach you in this program, in the bonus section, is the workshop profit secret system. What the heck is that? It's also available to you. It's a program. It's a completely separate program. It's how I generated my first 5 figures as a speaker. How do you sell high-end coaching consulting on the stage? How do you do that? You go and you speak at a workshop. You give, a 20, 30-minute talk at an event. Sign up for my $97 breakthrough call, or it's a free breakthrough call if you're not allowed to make offers. And then you get on the phone with them. Right. Well, first you send them the in preparation for your call email, get on the phone with them. And then you do a bit of coaching, and the other half of the call is a sales conversation where they into your high-end program. So you learn 2 funnels in this program, and we support you with both of them if you want. We've had a lot of our clients what was her name again? She got invited to do two conferences, international speaking conferences in Florida, as a result of this. I think even Sherry here, you're doing a speaking roster here. So does that make sense, Annabella?
Yes, it does make sense. One last question. That preparation email before the phone call is the My About page that I sent or no?
Say that again.
What's the preparation before the phone call? Do I send them an email with my About page?
Yes, that's right. So you're going to learn about this as well in Module 3.
Oh, okay.
Yep. The in preparation for your call email is a very specific email. You're going to copy and paste it into your email. Name. So we don't waste any time together. Your time is important. My time is important. Go ahead before our call.
Right.
Read my About page, number 1. Number 2, go read my testimonial page. Number 3, answer all these questions, reply and email it to me. And the questions are designed, again, we give you an overview of this, but there's a lot of information happening to you guys at the same time, so I'm happy to repeat myself. There's a whole list of questions that it makes the brain get ready to make a buying decision. How long have you been struggling with this? Oh, fuck, I've been doing this for 8 years. What are some of the challenges you have? What are you still struggling with? So the brain is like answering all these questions. It goes to your About page. It reads all about this, answers all these frequently asked questions in advance. Oh, then I read, she got a program. Oh, wow. Look at all these testimonials. Oh, shit, she can help me. Oh, how long have I been struggling with this? Oh, man, it's been 6 years. Wow. And if they don't answer those, you don't get on the phone with them. Nope. Sorry. Okay, that's how you only spend time with qualified prospects. Now, once they do answer your questions, you're talking to a red hot lead. They are warmed up. 9 out of 10 are going to want to buy from you. They've already decided before they talk to you, I want to work with this woman. That's the whole point of this sales attraction system. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so watch for that in preparation for your call email template. You also have it probably in the bonus section, but it's in Module 3.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm excited for you. My gosh, you guys, I'm so excited for clarity, man. I tell you what, you get clarity, boom, you get an action. The results are right there. The clients are right there for you guys. Next, we're going to go to Franziska, Melissa, Sherry, Desiree, Michaela, Anne, and Christine. If you guys have questions, please pop your name in the chat box so I can unmute you guys. Franziska, you are up, my dear. Do you want to?
Yes, thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi. First of all, thanks for that little video that you posted this morning about the failure thing. I think, well, that's me at the moment.
Great.
So
Great.
I'm kind of a bit confused. So I think I'm in week 7 at the moment, and I still don't have any testimonials. The interaction in my group is very little. I'm not sure whether it's an Irish and UK thing. I have no idea, or, whether they just... Because sometimes I get the thumbs up and whatever, but nobody really wants to comment. Nobody really wants to answer any questions. So I'm really not sure what's going on there. There are a lot of my friends in there. And the other thing I probably do with Nazim on Wednesday, I still don't get enough people to join my group. I think I have maybe 10 at all since I started with the Facebook ads.
Okay, so there's a few problems. Number 1, the problem is how many people are in your group?
I think there are 40 at the moment, but a majority are.
You don't have enough people in there. So don't judge that, oh my God, I'm not doing something right. What you need to focus on is let's fix and look at the Facebook ad, and let's look to make sure that your group is actually saying what you want it to say. So people might click on your ad, and when they get to the group, they're like, oh, this doesn't feel right, and they don't join.
Yeah, right? That's what I hear. Yeah.
So let's go and find out. Do you have your group open on your screen?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead and open up this this group. And Colette is asking here, she's saying, should your group be your friends though? Your friends in the beginning, you can add a few of them, but your clients, they are not going to be your friends. And let me tell you what, they ain't going to be your family members either. Okay. They will not pay you thousands of dollars. But these people that you attract on Facebook, oh yes, they will. And it might take a little bit of tweaking, okay? I can tell you what, this is how you create a portable, profitable business. And, you know, and even if you want to have some clients locally, you can do that too. With Facebook, you can market to women who are 52, who do yoga on Tuesdays and drive a white BMW in this postal code. If you want to get that targeted, there's no better marketing laser target focus than Facebook. All right. They own the freaking marketplace. But let's take a look. You want to share your screen, Franziska? Yeah. Again, I'm not the Facebook ad guru, but I'm a pretty good marketer. So if anybody else wants me to have a run through your group, great.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, break free from anxiety, unlock your possibilities, manifest your dreams. I like it. And I want to see a picture of you that is happy.
Yeah, this is still old pictures and I haven't gotten around to do the photo shoot yet.
So don't even have to do a photo shoot. Go and just take a happy, smiling picture of you, because if you're manifesting your dream, you're very peaceful in this picture. It's a beautiful picture of you.
Okay.
But it's peaceful, and what you're trying to sell is manifesting your dreams, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, the other thing is, this group is your name.
What do you mean?
Well, the group name is called Franziska Freiberger Empowerment Coach.
No, that's my page, and this is the group name.
Break free, manifest your dreams. Okay, great. Okay, so it's okay, so great. So that's okay. You've got that right. That's all I would say. Change your picture on there. Use your own camera. Take a smiling, happy picture like this or something with your hands. Get somebody to cut it out for you on Fiverr. Stick it on. End the story. You're going to have a totally different reaction.
And would you change the background colors as well? Because red might be a bit too, I don't know, people.
No, it's not even red. It's like fuchsia. I like it.
Okay, cool.
I would just make your face be more smiling and happy. Okay. And I would also say the same thing for your personal profile picture.
Yeah.
The Franziska Freiberger Empowerment Coach. Make it be a smiling, happy picture. Now, do you have your Facebook ads?
Yeah, I can find that. And
then if you go and open up your ads, we'll be able to tell if these are actually...
This is the ad that I'm currently using. I can make it a bit larger if I can.
No, what I want to see is inside your Facebook ads account to find out. Let's find out if people are clicking on it, because we'll be able to find out exactly. That's right. You're in the right place.
I've actually a friend of mine, and she's working for Facebook, and she gives me vouchers. So I've set up the one that works the best at her account, and I will talk to her tomorrow to see. So that's why it says it's not delivering at the moment. But this one here, this is the one that has worked the best.
Yeah, let's find the click-through rate. Okay, so the ad needs to be tweaked, okay, because it's at one point, the click-through rate, you see the CTR here in the middle of our screen, everyone. This is how you find out whether or not the ad gets to be kept, if it's good, or if it needs to be reworked. Now, the one that you have is 1.39. You want this number to be 2% or higher. Okay, then it's a good ad. So right now you're almost there. You're at 1.39%. So go ahead and click the first one, please. And open it up so we can see the image on there. 1.39. You want it to be 2%. And you know your way around Facebook, Franziska. So again, here's one of my first comments. Make sure you're a smiling picture of you on there.
Yeah.
Okay? Because you are the brand. Facebook group for unlocking and manifesting your dreams. So here's what I would do if I were you. I would, number one, put a smiling picture of you up top there. Number two, I would copy this ad, but I would put different images.
Yeah, I used a couple of them. I had like a Buddha in a green environment, and I had like stones saying courage, life, and whatever else. And I had a different woman for a different background as well.
Yeah.
But they didn't work. They didn't make a huge difference.
1.89. Go and look at that one. That one's closer. Let's see that one.
Yeah. think I've changed the text for that one.
Well, that one had a better click-through rate. So here it is what I would do. Don't stop tweaking until you find the right image. So Facebook, and you can stop sharing your screen now. Facebook ads is very much a visual platform, okay? And so visual platform, you know, you've got to find the image that works. Now listen, I work with Nazim, I put beautiful smiling pictures of me, in Hawaii. No one gives a shit about that. I say, well, come on, like, these are great pictures. Nope. These other spiritual pictures work better, you know? So it doesn't even matter about what you think is good or bad. It's what the audience likes. So just remove your emotions out of the game. Look at the numbers. Step number 1, change the picture of you smiling on both your profile picture and the actual timeline image in your group.
Yeah.
And then the third step for you is to pick 6 new images, totally randomly different. And I mean, weird pictures, eyeballs, you know what I mean? Like a dream, maybe a genie or something like that. A cage opening with the freaking doors open with a bird, you know, a bird cage with a broken, you know, picture of an ocean or a beach, like totally different pictures.
Okay.
And you're going to get one that's going to hit two, you know, you're going to get one that's going to hit, and it's not going to be the one you think.
Okay.
And just keep going like that, because you will find one, I promise you. Okay.
Cool. Thank you.
Yes. And post what you have. Let us know what works in the Facebook group. We want to hear about it.
Okay.
And Marcel, my intention for you is that when you get on the call with Nazim this week, you're going to blow him already out of the water. Be like, ha ha, look what I found. Ha ha.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome, Francisca. Right on. Next, we got Melissa, Sherry, Desiree, Michaela, and Christine and Colette. Melissa, you're up next. You want to unmute your line? Hi.
Okay. Yes. Hi.
Hey.
Okay. So there's so much to do, and
Yes.
I just kind of really want to just focus on the very most important things.
Yes.
So I'm an organizational person, and it helps me to organize my mind. Like, what do I need before I start making offers?
Nothing. You need a place to make offers. So you have your own personal page.
I set up the group, or the business page and the Facebook group, and I have my program ready, at least the steps. I don't have testimonials yet.
So listen, everybody here who doesn't have testimonials, why don't you go ahead and do a testimonial swap with each other here in the Facebook group? Oh yeah, just on a personality level. So for example, there's a character endorsement. Melissa's so loving and kind. She's wise beyond her years. That's a character endorsement. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to work with each other. You can swap character personality endorsements. Go ahead and post in the Facebook group and say, who wants to do a testimonial swap? Go ahead and get 3, 4, 5 of those, and away you go.
Okay.
Okay. So the other thing is, you don't need to have even, if you want to start making offers today, you can start.
Okay.
One of the best ways, and I think I did a video about this, and I believe they put it in the Facebook group, but I'm going to go over these with you. The 7 posts. Did you guys read about this? The 7 posts? Francisca is saying yes. I'll make sure that the replay gets posted in your Facebook group to watch about this. I'll have them cut out that part. Step number 1. You might see this in module 3, but if you're not there yet, write this down. First post that you can do is a myth buster. So write down number 1, myth buster. Okay, a myth buster can be, you can do a video or you can do a post, a written post. What is one of the number 1 myths that your audience believes? For example, mine is, no one's ever going to pay high-end prices, or, you know, I have to be Tony Robbins before I can actually make money doing this coaching thing. Or I have to have a big fancy pants website and a big email list. Okay, these are all different myths. Okay, I've now given you 4 of those. So what's the myth? The next piece is, what's the truth? And give them a little action step to do. So for example, let's use the Tony Robbins one. I call it the myth. I have to be Tony Robbins before I can make money at this coaching thing. Well, that's the crock of shit. I would write like that because that's how I talk. That's a total crock of shit. This is how people get stuck in the learning without ever earning mode. And they're constantly comparing themselves to other people, right? So I'm describing the hell, right? This is the hell of it. This is the myth. And you sit around and you spend hours and tool bag around the computer and you go nowhere and you're all stuck reading other people's stuff. And before you know it, the whole day's gone and you haven't done anything. And your confidence takes a real hit. Compare and despair mode. Tony Robbins syndrome. Listen, I'm no Tony Robbins. I make a shit ton of money. My name's Vanessa Simpkins, not Tony Robbins. Right? So I just described the whole myth. Now here's the truth. The truth is all you got to do is be visible, deliver value, make offers to people who can say yes. That's it. Okay, that's the truth. And stop comparing yourself, right? Own your value, be visible, deliver value, and make offers to people who can say yes. That's going to equal your income. Excuse me. And then I'm going to give them a call to action. Call to action. Right now, today, how can you be visible, deliver value, make offers? And if you'd like my help, now the call to action, I'm going to make an offer now. Now, if you like my help, right, to help you over these hurdles, listen, I've been helping women for a long time. I'm really good at what I do. Reach out and book a free call with me here. Boom. I have a few places open in my 10K in 30 days Skyrocket Your Confidence and Cash Flow program. Hey, you never know. It's a free call. It might be the best 45 minutes you spend in your business all year. Signature, and I'm out. That is an offer, right? Myth buster. Myth. What's the myth? What's the truth? Give them a little action step, a little to-do, and then make them an offer.
Okay.
If you just did that every single day of the week, you'd have clients. Make a video every day, another video with another myth. Because it positions you as an expert, right?
Okay.
And you are an expert because in the signature, you're going to say, Melissa, founder of XYZ program.
Okay. Okay. So are they videos or are they just posts or they can be either? Okay.
Yep. The second one is a philosophy. So write this down. This will be a great training for everyone. Number 2 is philosophy. Okay. What is your philosophy? My philosophy is take your power back now. Stop giving away your power to the fairies and the unicorns and the God outside of you and your husband or the people out there or your aunties or your sister or your neighbor who tells you it's crazy to live these such grandiose dreams. Do you know that this Kylie Jenner, listen, I'm going to up my game here, $480 million of revenue with her cosmetic freaking company? I'm writing, yeah, we made $1 million this year. Who cares? $480 million. Like blew my own freaking brains. Who cares if I made $1 million this year? It's farting a windstorm compared to this woman. $480 million. Why am I talking about this? Philosophy. Okay, so my philosophy is take your power back now. Stop giving it away to all these other people who tell you you can't do it. Stop giving your power away to fear. Stop giving your power away to, shitty relationships and jobs. That's why women stay, because of fear. So I'm all about overcoming fear and thrive. This is my philosophy. I have other philosophies like set some standards. Women get some standards. Mm-hmm. The day before I met my husband, my now husband, I was dating this guy. He was so nice. He lived in Hawaii, long hair. He used to serenade me and bring me these head-sized freaking avocados. They're from his trees. I mean, feed me with all kinds of delicious. He was such a nice guy. He was like the first nice guy I ever dated. But he was too wrapped up in his family and you know what I mean? He just wasn't showing up for me. And the night before I met my husband, I finally, not laced into him, but I just told him the truth. I was like, this doesn't work for me anymore, and I just told him the truth. Got off my chest. Boom. The next day, my husband showed up. Set the standard. So it's another philosophy that I share. So what are your philosophy? Everyone, this is a great challenge here for everyone. Melissa, what's your philosophy? Everyone here, I want you to write a few philosophies down. Make a list.
My philosophy is that you can break free and live the freedom lifestyle of your dreams.
Write that down.
I just did. I
Okay,
just
good.
did while you were talking. I wrote that down. Yep.
Okay, you might have a few philosophies.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And so the next one is number 3, ask a question. Question in context. What does this mean? Not what color is your favorite gummy bear? No, not this kind of question. Okay. A question, how many of you are still struggling with how to make money from your passion? Question mark. Okay. This is directly related to my audience. One of your questions could be, how many of you actually believe that you could make money this year doing something that you love? Or how many of you, how many of you are still trying to figure out how to leave your dead-end job? Or how many of you don't believe that it's possible? Or how many, in context, right? So you're getting them to realize, oh, that's what she does. Number 3 is a question in context.
So
These are different kind of posts.
I'm sorry. Would a good question be, like, I was thinking of doing a video on this, like, what does freedom mean to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Because it's in context with your brand, right?
Okay.
What does freedom mean to you, and do you believe you can have it? Or what's in the way of your freedom? Get them to engage around that conversation. Number 4 is a case study. Number 4 is a case study post. Hey, I had this so-and-so client. If you can't name names, then use a fake name.
All right.
Case study, so-and-so showed up here. She had this problem. We worked on this. Boom, she got this result. You want my help? Send me a private message. Want my help? She was in this hell. Now she has this heaven. Want my help? Send me a private message. If you want my help, send me a private message and let's talk. Free call. It can be really simple like that, guys. Number 4 is a case study. Number 5 is a story. Number 5 is a story. Write that down. A story. What do you mean a story? You guys have so many dang stories. A story of when, I got on the phone here recently and I started talking with women and they were like, I got so burned by so-and-so and so-and-so. And I was like, oh my God, I should start telling my stories of how dumb I was when I first got started in this coaching industry. $21,000 in the hole before I ever made any money. I was like, geez. The problem with entrepreneurship and with being an expert is that you think that you told your story once and everyone's heard it. No, they haven't. All the new people coming into your group every day, they're still newbies who've never heard your story. So it's how do you tell your story again and again, but like it's the first time? Who were you 3 to 5 years ago? What did you overcome? What are those stories? Remember, you are the brand. Make a list of 10 stories where you overcame something. You're being vulnerable. You overcame this, overcame that. This morning I shared a little bit about this. Franziska said, the story about failure. Listen, I failed a lot in the beginning. It's a good thing I'm persistent. A little bit, I'm a Capricorn, stubborn, like a goat. You hit your head on the wall. We're going to keep going until we get there. Not failure unless you freaking stop trying. Then it's a failure. The failure is a lesson. Success is a lesson applied. So stories. And then number 6 is a picture. Okay. Put a beautiful picture of yourself smiling. Ding. And even if it's just a picture or a picture of you living the lifestyle, or a picture of your lifestyle. I would suggest a smiling picture of you, but it could be you in the lifestyle. Or a beautiful picture of some beautiful, a travel place somewhere, right? Make it with a question. How many of you guys can picture yourself here? Or where do you want to go on your next vacation? Or, not have to escape my lifestyle trip. And then the 7th one is actually an offer. Okay. And it can just be a straight offer that says, I have 2 places open in my blah, blah, blah program where I help XYZ people, let's talk about where I help, stuck in a dead-end job or whatever it is, people who are tired of living their jobs into bridging the gap and creating a life filled with purpose and meaning and abundance and magic again, where everything is possible. If you're interested to find out more about the program, send me a private message or book a call right here. It's free. I'm going to talk to you. I got 5 places in my calendar. I'm going to have 2 places. I have 2 spaces open for this program before it fills up. Hurry up. Space fills up fast. This will fill up fast. Just a straight offer. After every single day, do one of those every day. And I'm telling you, people are going to follow you. They're going to be like, what's she saying today? Ooh, what's she saying today? Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Okay.
So again, the Mythbuster philosophy, a question and context, a case study, a story, a picture, and an offer. Do one of those every single day. Do them everywhere. Put them on your group. Put them on your personal profile. You got people on your fan page, put them there. Send it out to your email list if you have emails.
I was going to ask that.
Write it out or make a video. Both are good. Maybe one day you write it out and one day you do a video about it.
Okay.
Is that helpful?
Yes, very much so. Thank you.
Yeah, Melissa, and you're right on track, girl. Keep doing, module 3 is going to blow your freaking brains. So get ready for it. It's awesome. I'm so excited that you got your group. Now it's time to fill it.
Good. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good deal. I love all this clarity. Next, we've got Sherry, Desiree, Michaela, and Christine and Colette. And I think there's a few more people here. So let's start with that. Sherry, you're up next. You want to unmute your line?
Hey.
Hi.
Okay, I have a couple in a row.
Yes.
So I'm ready to launch my waitlist program. I'm not really ready. I don't have it all, but I'm ready to get sales, get on the phone and do sales.
I love this affirmation. I'm ready. I love it. Congratulations on getting all these pieces together.
Yeah, well, actually, it's funny because lately I've been waking up in the middle of the night, just random times, and normally an anxiety thought would be there, and my brain is automatically going to an affirmation. It's just going, I love myself, or I believe in myself, or something like that. It's so amazing.
Yes, that's now you're consciously filling your mind. That's it. You wake up, the bird croaks or whatever, an owl goes off, or you got to go pee, and you're like, and you go back into this loops of I love myself, I believe in myself, I'm a winner, everything always works out for me. I'm a highly paid coach. It's okay for me to make a shit ton of money in this coaching thing, and before you know it, boom, there you are. You're ready.
Yeah. It's like it's wiring a pathway to just go, oh, don't think that, think this instead.
Yes, thoughts are things.
Yeah. Okay, so
Sherry, your screen froze. I was like, is it me? I'm like, no, I see other people moving. I see Michaela waving. I see Christine there. Sherry! I might have to come back to her in a minute. Sometimes it happens. Let's go to Desiree, and then when Sherry logs back in, we'll jump back over. Desiree, do you want to unmute your line? I know Desiree had a question. There she is.
There we go.
Hi.
Girl. Whoa. So the gremlins
are talking.
And it's become like an onion. Right? It's it won't stop. So I think what sort of triggered it initially was something that you posted, the secret picture that you had posted a couple days ago.
Yep.
And suddenly I'm like, okay, so there's something that is happening with me that is all the things are in place. I love the things that are in place. People are responding and reacting really well, right? The Facebook, the 30-day video challenge, the first one is almost come to an end. I'm already all right, I need to give myself 2 weeks of just kind of chilling out because doing a video every single day is a lot to commit to. But I'm having such a fun time with it that I already have my next thing lined up. People are participating really well in my group. Right, but I haven't gotten that that nobody has booked a call yet. Nobody, I've made offers a few times. It feels really good. It doesn't feel unnatural or I'm forcing something or icky salesy. But right, it just isn't biting, whatever. And I wasn't really attached to an outcome per se because I was okay, this just takes a little bit of time and I'm just creating visibility for the first time ever. So like, let me chill out and just do the work and whatever. But then I read that, and I think that my brain was suddenly like, okay, well, if there's a delay, then there's something that I'm causing, right? So I think as of this morning yesterday when I came home and my husband sort of jarringly brought me out of like my self-care Sunday, I was like laying in bed, like rewriting out the affirmations that feel right for me right now, right? And sort of retooling that and like sort of going inside of my reflective brain to be like, okay. And I thought, all right, I also like, when I wrote out my plan at the beginning, I didn't have a plan, right? Like the signature system had not been created. So I was like, all right, I need to go back to module 1 and do some of that energy clearing and like write out my plan and yada, yada, yada. But boy, all of a sudden comes out the like, who do you think you are with this? You've always been a disappointment. You lost your job in 2013. You haven't been successful at anything since then. You're not enough, disappointment. And boy, I mean, I sat down and did the disappointment, right, that I mentioned this morning in the bonus material. And it's like every time, it's like a freaking onion, like
never freaking ending. Oh yeah, listen, disappointments go back all the way to childhood, and we never open up that door because it's too painful. So it's okay that there's a lot there. It's okay, and process and run all that energy. And what new affirmations can you put in place about you, Desiree, now being a super success and a rock star at this coaching and sales thing?
Yeah, unfortunately, my book is not right in front of me, but they're definitely there about like, I am safe. I am always successfully engaged in the right activity at the right time.
So now I want one specifically about a concept of you, your concept of you. Okay, so we wear our concepts of ourselves. So if the concept of you has been a disappointment, failed at this, didn't have success, now we want to make a new, it's like making a new jacket that says $100,000 a year, baby. I'm an awesome salesperson. I'm a rock star coach. Ha! People only prosper around me.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's build a few of those. And I would start with the first one. I am really, really good at this coaching thing. I'm really, really good at this, at selling my high-end packages. I'm really, really good at, attracting high-paying clients. I am so happy and grateful clients are paying me every single day. I'm making more sales. That's the key right there.
Yeah.
And and when I look at that, it's hard because you're emotionally involved, invested in those old stories, but they already don't make sense. Like logically, you're not a failure in everything. People are engaging in your groups. You do have a program. You are on, you're making these videos. People are engaging. So story out you get. That doesn't work anymore. Logically, they don't merge. And now you want to retool your mind with, I'm really, really good at this coaching thing. I'm really, really good at sales. I'm so happy and grateful every day. I have new people, more people joining my programs. Yes?
Yes. Yes. The other thing that I think comes in really heavily right now is I have a double sort of, a dual message coming from my husband. And on the one hand, he's like, I love the things that you're creating. Like, I love what your videos are like so right on. And like, I love to see what you're doing in your group. And he actually made my video with me last night because he had a really good question. And he is a licensed therapist. So like at a certain point, there is an element to my program where I would like to be like, I want you to handle this part because it's couples coaching, it's couples therapy. I don't know what to do with couples. I know what to do with single ladies. because I was one of those for a real long time. But he's like trained to work with couples. So I was like, all right, honey, we're going to need to start giving you some visibility.
Yes.
But at the same time, because my on-site business has not been like awesome skyrocket, and I haven't sold one of these packages right now, he is having like major scarcity freak out breakdown time.
Yeah.
And for me, I'm like, here's the thing, like, I love you, you're great, but like,
yep, you're gonna have to protect yourself against people like that. And it might be your spouse or your family member, and people, you know, it's my family again. You're gonna have to that's the answer, is you're gonna have to protect yourself and say, you know what, you could be right, and then turn around, walk away. And that's a polite way to give them the finger and tell them you could be right, but you could be wrong. So I'm not even going to engage, and move on.
And for a week, like that worked for a week last week. And I was like, okay.
That's it.
But somehow he came in the middle of Sunday and was like, so you're going to transfer money? And I was like, I'm going to need you to be a little more gentle. Like, whoa there, honey. Like, you
know, this is a really kind of a hard situation, you know, because as soon as you make your first sale, it's all over. You prove to them that it's all bullshit. It's all
right,
over.
I know.
Until then, you've got to keep your belief in yourself high.
Yeah.
And ignore him, unfortunately, you know what, and start borrowing the belief of all of the other women who have followed this exact recipe and had outrageous success, because you're next, Desiree.
I definitely am like, okay, I let go of wanting. I let go of wanting so I can have.
Yep.
I wanting from throughout all space and time, from wherever it began, so I can have. I'm like,
yeah. And you know what I would even do when you're doing your visualizations, right? You read your plan, or, you know, you're doing your affirmations. The next part is to see yourself. And I would see your husband, because he's implicated in this. See somebody that you're really close to, say, oh my God, honey, I'm so fucking proud of you. Wow. I mean, like, I had no idea that you were capable of like creating this amazing, I'm so proud of you. And have him touch you with his hand on your shoulder.
yeah.
You're vibrationally, you're going to get to that, like, wow, it might be emotional, which is what you want.
Yeah.
And watch how fast that comes in. So those are two things I would suggest. Ignore him and do this inner work where he's the one to give you the praise.
Yeah, I don't need his approval of me. That isn't really what's going on. But I like,
you don't need his fear either. No.
Right, totally. I'm like, hey, I'm kicking ass over here. Could you just listen to me a minute?
You know what? It's not so much their fault, because the rest of the world does not have an awesome support group like this where people are having great results. They don't even, they're run by their 401ks and the fear in the media and all the bullshit, and get a freaking flu shot and all that other crap. Listen, you're going to have to wrestle me on the flu shot. You ain't going to get it. I'm not going to do it. I refuse. The whole world, okay, is windowed by fear. That's how most people are not conscious creators. So you guys are very much, you know, the trailblazers with this. And you're going to have to protect your dreams, do your inner work, and then prove it to him. And that's it. Just make him pay with sexual favors for the rest of his life. It's the best payback ever. Good? You owe me big time. Remember when you believe in me?
Tisk, honey, tisk.
It's going to make you pay. You're going to enjoy it, though.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Good deal. Keep doing your work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to find Sherry again. Sherry, you froze, and I think you're back now. We're going to go back to you. I just took, let's find Sherry. Sherry, you there? I did see you just a moment ago. Fly by. There she is. Okay. She's back with a cup of coffee. You froze for some reason. You're back.
Yeah, it's weird. The internet just completely stopped and I had to reset everything. So
okay, we are back. We are with you.
Okay. So I'm planning to, like, now I have this group and I've got about 55 people in there, and this Facebook ad seems to be working. So that's great.
Awesome.
And somebody like added 6 friends. So that was good.
Great.
So now I have to like start making this offer, right? So normally in the past, all I've ever done is, you know, sent some sort of like discovery session offer, like similar to the email that you put in to the space to get people in a discovery session or breakthrough session. But I'm finding like I've done that so many times to my list that I feel like they're not paying attention to that anymore. And I'm looking for like, because I do have 1,500 people on my list, there's got to be some people in there that need to get into my group or need to like pay attention. They're not paying attention and they need to be kind of a thing.
So were you here when I went through the Mythbuster and the philosophy and the question and context and the case study and the story and all those things?
Yeah. I was planning to do that on Facebook. Is that something I should do to my list too?
Of course.
Okay.
Mythbuster.
Yeah.
And at the end, invite them to have a strategy call with you.
Right. Okay. Just put it in all the different places. Okay.
Yes. And then a philosophy, same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
A case study, same thing. And a story. There's 4 emails right there.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Do you have any other like just random things like yeah. Okay. Just let me get a pencil so I move my pencil.
Inside module 3, all of you guys have this inside module 3. Go and find it. And there's a lot in module 3, so you might have skipped over it, but I give you guys a PDF of offers that you can make.
Oh.
Yeah, and there's even images. You model the same copy, use the same image.
Oh, I must have missed it. Module 3.
Yes, okay. Module 3, offer, how to monetize your group. It's a PDF in there. Okay,
cool. That's great.
You know what we can also do is let's tag Leslie to pull it up here. Actually, let's go into 10K in 30 days and let's go in the files section. You guys know where the files section is on the left-hand side? Mm-hmm. I got a bunch of about pages because every time you guys upload things, it's in here. But I also think that Sherry, your freaking about pages. There's a lot of about pages in here. Mm-hmm. I would just tag Leslie. So I'll tag her again, post it in the Facebook group. Okay. What other questions do you have for us?
I'm just wondering about pricing. Like, what's her name? Sylvia was recommending that I do $5,000 for a private package.
Yes. And
that's totally fine. I talked to one person already who's interested in a group version.
Really?
And so I'm thinking like, I was thinking 2,000, but I'm like, should it be 3,000? It was also 90 days. I'm not sure about that price. The second, like the mid tier, if I were to put them in a group.
Let's find that right now.
Okay.
So $5,000 for a one-on-one 90-day program, right?
Yeah.
And then your group would be what?
It would be just basically like I would set up, because I already have a system for, it's not that difficult for me to set up modules. Like I got the technology down. I use Simplero and it's awesome.
Okay.
So I can, create the course as I'm delivering it. Sure. And then for this program, I'd like to do similar to what you're doing, like a 2-hour, once a week coaching session with everybody in it.
Yes.
And then also a planning session.
Okay.
To stay organized.
Great. And then it's going to be an evergreen, all the time rolling?
Yeah.
8-week program.
8 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, and charge, charge $3,000. If they pay in full, it's $2,500.
Perfect.
And then what you could do is you could even get a mindset mentor to do a one-on-one call with them when they start.
Yeah.
And a phone call and a button-up call.
Right.
Just to give you some ideas about that. Tony Robbins pays his coaches $30 an hour.
Okay. Wow.
Okay. Tony Robbins.
Wow. Okay.
So you pay them anything more than $30 an hour and they're super happy.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, because actually I have so many, because I'm a teacher at a holistic nutrition school, I've got a lot of people who would do that for me.
And you could make a big fuss about this as well. On your Facebook group. Hey, I'm opening up our 8-week boot camp. People are asking about this. I've got, a few spaces open. Get on the phone. Let's go. Here's my link.
Yeah. Yeah. It's an entirely different thing. Yeah. So I was thinking like, just get on the phone, listen for what they need, offer them either the private or the $3,000 group. And then I also have a downsell, which is good. for the nose. It's a $300 e-course for just the diet and lifestyle, no mindset or anything.
Congratulations, girl. You have come so far, and congratulations on your new place.
Oh, thank you. It was like, it almost feels like a miracle. It just manifested so quickly. Everything I needed was there right away. Like my friend borrowed me a car. I just went straight to look at it.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really good.
Congratulations. Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Yeah, I look forward to doing my videos in a nice new place. It's bright and sunny and beautiful and inspiring instead of where I've been with my ex. For the next 10 days, I have to deal with him. Oh.
Great. So good. You have an end date, 10 days and then sayonara.
Yeah.
New life for you. Wow, wow.
And that was a big intention. Like that was one of the things, like I said, there was 2 reasons I was here. One was I needed support, and I knew it wasn't just about my business. Like I need help to, like, somehow I just knew energetically having this group behind me that I could do it. It's just that thing,
And when you have that, you own that feeling, it shows up.
Yeah.
And you had a seal. What happened with that woman with that? What was
well, it was funny because I'd done the whole, I gave her the different offers and I was like, she's going to pick the mid one. Right. But she said, oh, I want the private package. And I was like, oh, okay. Like it was kind of a shock to me, but then she, went and talked to her husband and she got nervous about, the payments. And then she was like, okay, I want to do the e-course first. And she still hasn't actually followed through on that. And it took her seriously 6 months to book the first 2, to actually connect with me. So she's a slow mover. So I think I'm going to do it, but I don't know how to get her to actually.
I would just get on the phone with her and say, listen, just call her out on her bullshit. Listen, you spend when she told you on the phone how it was hurting her not to have this. How much longer are you going to sit around and procrastinate about this? Let's go.
Well, she has 6 months before she goes back to Saudi Arabia. So
let's go, girl. You don't have a lot of time. Let's go. Let's start you up. Give her a payment plan. We'll start today. Charge you this, and let's go. Stop procrastinating. She just needs a push.
Yeah.
I let her get off the hook.
Yeah, I've been following up with her by with these things by Facebook, but I don't know how to get her. I keep saying we can get on the phone again, but she's not.
No, we can say, listen.
Okay.
Listen, we need to get on the phone today.
Okay.
I have this time or this time. That's it. You're a coach. If you're gonna let her get off the hook, she's gonna say, this person lets me live in my bullshit.
Right.
All right on that.
Okay, I'm going to. That's it today.
Good job.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, I think that's it. Thank you.
You're welcome, Sherry. I love all of this clarity moving forward. Things manifesting. Next, we're gonna go to Michaela, and then Anne, and then Christine, Colette, and Kelly. And Michaela, do you want to unmute your line? Michaela.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi there.
So, for me, I think it is Gremlins. I think
Yay!
I think that they're coming up so fast and furious that I don't even realize that they're coming up. So I've really been getting stuck on on the 90-day program, and even, is this something that I even feel like I should be doing right now? And then my thoughts went to, okay, do I offer a 6-week program? And that felt really light and really good to me. But then that's not why I'm here, and it might be heavy to lean into the 90.
Here's stop right here. We had a client, her name was Caitlin, and when she was in this 8-week boot camp, you know what? She started with something smaller like that. She got a few people to pay her $1,000 each. And now she's having people join her 90-day. I just saw her in the grad group. Hey, I got my first 3 high-paying clients. Finally working out. Wow.
Okay.
So you know what? Go and sell a 6-week program if that feels good.
Okay.
Yeah, you see what just happened now?
Yeah.
I just put you to the test. We'll see if you do it. Otherwise, it's bullshit and it's resistance.
To do what? Any of it, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, I feel to go out and offer a 6-week, that feels no problem to me. Like,
Well,
I honestly feel like I can.
What are you going to charge for it?
I 1,500.
Perfect. There you go. Let's see you do some of those. And then after three of those, then, you know, you'll see it'll be a lot easier for you to move up and do a 90-day program and just double it, which is the same thing almost, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And so then for the 6 weeks, I had been thinking like of just doing intuitive healing sessions.
Sure.
Okay.
That's what you want to do. Do it. You're never going to have me, you know, sit here and tell you no. I built my business by following my intuition. I had no credit cards. I had gone bankrupt because I didn't know what the heck I was doing, made a bunch of mistakes. You know, racked up a shit ton of credit card debt doing multi-level marketing. So I didn't have a rich parent. They're all croaked anyway. Someone's croaked and broke in my family. So I had to follow my intuition. I had to make the money as I went. And I'm here today because of that. So I'm never going to tell you no.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you from experience, you know, some avenues where it could lead to. But this is a great starting point.
Okay.
I want you to trust that.
Well, and see, so then like, I feel like when I'm doing my own like internal reflection, like it's great. And then I get on a call here and then, you know, like just for example, this morning it was said that, you know, like resistance or just gremlins coming up and you should really be pushing through that. And so then I feel conflicted when I come back to this program, I guess, and like feel like I should be doing the 90-day program.
Okay. So this is a wonderful question. And the question is really about what's a gremlin, what's resistance versus what's my intuition?
Yeah.
Okay, this is a great question. Great question. And I'm happy you're bringing it up. And so again, we're going to give you, you know, this recipe. Here's the recipe. Are you still going to be able to make $10,000 a month if you sell a 6-week program for $1,500? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we've had people that started out selling their 90-day program for $1,500. Well, you're already ahead of that curve, right? So trust your intuition is kind of like that quiet, like that light space that you were talking about. As a matter of fact, one of our clients, Caitlin, has a whole business all about teaching women intuition. That's all she does. So resistance and gremlins, you know, is a little bit different. It's like, oh my God, I don't know. I am terrified to go and make a video. Oh my God, if I charge somebody $1,500, I'm going to barf.
Okay.
You know, oh my God, I go to sit down at my computer to write something and I sit there, you know, like this for an hour. You know, even though I had a great idea a couple minutes ago, I can't bring myself to complete it. Intuition is like, ding, oh shit, I got that great idea. Geez, let me go act on it. And that ding, that great idea, you know, it doesn't really go away. It just keeps pinging you again. That's how my intuition works. It's not, it's,
Yeah.
ding,
Yeah.
ding, and the speed at which you manifest your life is going to be in direct rapport to how fast you act on those little pings.
Right. Okay.
So trust your intuition. It's strong.
It is.
You're not going to get in trouble here by owning your intuition. I'm never going to be like, no, this is bad. Or,
Okay. Okay. I think, yeah, that's good then. That's great, actually.
And then later on, like after you sell 3 of these, will you double your price and make it a 90-day program?
Yeah, for sure. That's totally doable.
That's it.
Yeah.
Start one step at a time. Nothing wrong with that.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love all these questions. I love talking about intuition. Next, we're going to go with Anne and then Christine and Colette and Kelly. Anne, do you want to unmute your line? Yay!
Hello.
Hi, Ann. How are you?
I'm good, other than feeling a little overwhelmed. I don't know. It's big for me to actually ask questions, even though I'm usually like, let me just listen and think about it. So.
Yes. Way to show up. I kind of pushed you. I was like, I want to hear from you today. So yay, welcome. And I'm so happy that you're here, even though you feel overwhelmed, and that, you're asking questions. Yes, yes, yes.
Well, I'm usually a lot about questions. I'm very curious, so I usually ask a ton of questions for myself more than anything else. But I feel a little scattered too, because I have so many ideas that go through my mind and I write things down, but I'm trying to figure out how to streamline it.
Okay, so let's hear some of your ideas. Let's hear some of your, what questions do I need to ask myself to develop my thoughts for a signature program? Right, that was one of your questions.
Yes, right? I wanted to, when I was talking to Sylvia, I was kind of coming from my own place, being a professional mom who has 2 young kids, trying to make it all work. I had been wanting a private practice for a very long time, so I started, I have the space. I'm just trying to drive clients there. But it's always been a balancing act between work and raising these 2 little kids. I have a 5 and a 2-year-old. So
life is busy.
I've done groups on empowerment and motivation and all of that. So I have material to do things. I'm like, okay, how do I
wrap it all together?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. What are your most favorite clients to work with?
In the career I've had so far, I've really worked with women.
Okay. Women who struggle with what?
Women who struggle with wanting to be a mom, but having to take care of the household, both financially and emotionally.
Wow. Hold on a second. I'm taking notes. Did you know I was a note taker? Hold on. I was a glorified freaking note taker. That's how I started my coaching business. Wanting to be a mom, caretaker of the household, both emotionally and financially?
Yeah.
And what are some of the problems that they have specifically?
One of the major problems is usually self-care, because they're always last in comparison to everybody else.
Yeah.
Balancing the demand of what's asked for at work and what's asked for at home. Making ends meet, like financially. Like I live in Orange County, so it's hard to live on one income. We have 2 usually in our household, but even with 2 in Orange County, it's hard. Yep. So, for a mom who might be single, I've worked with a lot of single moms. So having time to work, have time for the kids, and have time for herself is not always easy when the financial means aren't there.
What other problems do they have?
They are, let's see, health-wise, they're usually not sleeping enough and not eating right and not exercising. Emotionally, sometimes they're lonely because everybody goes to them, but there's no one there to support them. They are the go-to, but they don't know who to go to for themselves because everybody relies for them. They're usually the ones who can't fall apart. If they do, then who's going to pick up the pieces?
Okay, so what I'm telling you right now is these ideal clients so well. Now you've also done relationship counseling coaching, yes?
Yes, I'm a licensed marriage family therapist.
And you don't want to continue doing that, or you do?
I do. Because having the client actually gives me more ideas for things to do. Because their life stories is kind of what I use sometimes as examples for talks that, like if I'm doing a group, they're my main examples. Because a lot of times their stories are more extreme.
Right. So you can have 2 programs. I'm going to invite you to have 2. one that you work with single moms, or just, busy moms in general. I would say busy moms. And another program for couples.
Okay.
Or people that have, problems in relationships and want to work through them. Okay. So signature program. What was the name that you're thinking of for the busy moms?
The one that came to mind initially was just Supermom, or Superwoman, actually.
Superwoman. I love it. Okay, that's the name of the signature program. And the signature system can also be called the same thing.
Okay.
Okay. Signature system is just the recipe to make the cake.
Okay.
Okay. Superwoman, you have it all, but you're missing yourself, or something like that.
Okay.
What to do when everything's on your shoulders, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
What to do when it's all up to you. So what's the first thing that you would do with these women when you see them? Number one, first thing. Can't write like that.
For me, I would know exactly what do they feel are their current responsibilities. What are they handling or not handling, actually?
Okay, and then what?
Then it would be, hold on. I had a late night, texting session with myself on notes. Yep. So I was looking at costumes, and for some reason I had questions that came up that were like, what are the many hats that you wear? Which is basically, what are your responsibilities? What kinds of masks do you wear for others? Like, what do you look like, or what do you present to others, but what's really behind it? How do you release your inner queen?
Hold on. What was the third one?
How do you release your inner queen? How do you express the inner lioness, which is basically the same? If I were your fairy godmother and I could grant you your wish, what would your extraordinary life look like?
Hold on. And what's the next?
And then the last one is, what's your superpower? I was on a roll with different characters for whatever reason late at night.
Hold on. So here's your signature system. I'll just add it here inside. This is what I would call it. You call it Superwoman. Okay.
Okay.
Signature system, what to do when it's all up to you. Superwoman, what to do when it's all up to you. And I'm just going to type it here in the everyone chat there. So the step number one is actually called map it out, not responsibilities. It's called map it out.
Okay.
What kind of masks do you wear? Step number 2. 3, release your inner queen. 4, your wish granted. 5, activate your superpower. 6, celebrate. So now underneath every single one of those, you're just going to write down 2 or 3 sentences of why each step is important and what you're actually doing. So number 1, map it out. That's the headline of the signature system. Map it out. Here's where we find out, we actually put on paper what your actual responsibilities are, because oftentimes it can be a lot bigger and more grandiose and stress you out more in your head than when you actually focus on what it is you actually need to do. Then we can start working on delegating it and, asking for help around those subjects. Number 2, what kind of mask do you wear? Part of the hardest part about getting help is looking like you have it all figured out when you don't. Mm-hmm. So we need to figure out here, so you're just writing down 2 or 3 sentences about what to do, why it's important. Okay. So now let's look at the marriage one. And again, that's your signature program name is Superwoman, signature system, there it is. And the signature program, what you're going to do is you're just going to write the name of the program, and then, it's a 90-day program, and here's some of the benefits that you can expect after, working through these, and you're just going to list the whole bunch of benefits, right?
Okay.
And we give you a whole list to choose from to kind of get your juices flowing.
All right. Sounds good.
Okay. And do you have a price point for it?
I wanted to do 4,000.
Great. Pay in full, 3,500 or whatever, something like that. Give them a $500 discount. I love it. Okay. So we got that clear. Next, let's look at the marriage one.
Okay.
What are you going to call it?
That one I haven't really thought about as much. That was just kind of what would I want them to be.
Well, you could just call it relationship breakthrough. If you guys ever get stuck, the relationship breakthrough is what works. I mean, that's what they all freaking want. Or the relationship remedy. Let's just call it this to start with, okay?
Okay.
We can fix it later on. What's the first thing you do when you see them?
When I see them for that, I'm usually wanting to know just what is the breakdown for them right now. What is this crisis point that they're not communicating?
Okay. Then what?
Then I want to know maybe what have they done to resolve it, or even what's been the history to get it to this point.
Okay. Then what?
Then I want to know their willingness. What are you willing to change? What are you willing to do differently?
Okay. Next.
And then that's what I want them to know. Once I know what they're willing to do, then what's their action plan? Like what together, what communication are they doing to create an action plan to make it happen? And then their goals on where they see this relationship or where they'd like it to go.
Okay. Then what?
Aside from the call to action, I don't even know where to go from there. Because once you have the plan, it's just actually doing it.
Perfect. So here it is. It's the signature program, the relationship remedy or the relationship breakthrough. And, number one, understanding the crisis, what is working, what isn't, willingness, action plan, communication toolkit, where you retool them up and celebrate, rinse and repeat.
Sounds so simple.
But it is simple.
I know it is.
And again, people just need the recipe to know that, okay, she knows how to make this chocolate cake, and if she follows the recipe, we can do it too. Okay, what do you think, Gary? Should we do this? Okay, let's do it.
That's it.
That's it. So I would put both of those on your About page. So I work with single women. I also work with, women who are in distressed relationships and, they've tried everything and, they're at their wit's end.
Okay.
I work with couples and, you have these and offer both and see which one people want.
Should I be making 2 different pages for them or should they just be?
Nope. On the same page.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
I've got these 2 programs. Why not? You might surprise yourself. You might get a mix, you might get both. Who cares?
All right. Sounds good. At least it's my start. So.
Love it. Clarity! Is that good, Ann?
Yes.
All right. Good deal. Cool. Next, we're going to go to Christine and then Colette and then Kelly. And I think there might be a few other questions. Christine, do you want to unmute your line?
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. My program is going to be geared toward maybe like I'm the last year of the baby boomers. So
can I just say I absolutely love your eye makeup. It's beautiful.
Thank you. I love your
Yes,
ring. I need to get on point with my nails. Like I'm not going to show my hands. Anyway, thank you. So being the last any baby boomer age, my world revolved around finding a man and expecting them to provide for me. So, and it wasn't really even said when I was growing up. It was just kind of like a given. Oh, marry a doctor, marry a lawyer. Anyway, so I found that. And in the end, you know, I ended up getting screwed over financially. And so I woke up at like 36, 17 years ago-ish. I don't know if that was right. But left high and dry financially. And so what I did was continue that cycle, find a man, because I didn't know any better. And so emotionally, you're 21 because you were protected within the marriage.
Yes.
Okay. So my whole program is based on this story. Anyway, so given that my target audience will be like divorced women, or I mean, they could be single, but still in that mindset, depend on a man. And so I need to know, and for me to grow, you know, I found you and I've listened to you till I'm blue in the face. And it's like, that has been so helpful. And so it's like, how do I develop a program that, you know, we do affirmations and we do scripting and all that. Am I on the right track and kind of like mimicking or whatever, or like modeling what you're doing? Is that the direction I'm to go in? Because that's really helped me, but is that going to give them the end result that's going to be worth this high ticket offer?
Well, this is a great question. So let's take a look at your signature system. Do you have that ironed out yet in signature program?
No.
Okay,
no, that's where I've had the map of your program till right now. And now I'm ready. I need to do my Facebook page and move forward. But I'm not doing it because like, why aren't women looking at your videos or other subliminal videos that they can start reprogramming their minds themselves? Why are they going to come and pay me to do this?
Oh, so we have a little bit of Tony Robbins going on here. I call this the Tony Robbins syndrome. You know, why would anybody pay me and hire me? My name's not Tony Robbins.
And why haven't they found you and getting inspiration from these YouTube videos that you're putting out and saying, okay, I need to kick my own ass and stop what I'm doing, you know, and take action and do this. So why would they?
So there's a gremlin in there, right? There's an I'm not good enough gremlin. And listen, everyone has it to some degree. Everyone has the I'm not good enough gremlin. Everyone does.
Okay.
And now here's the real deal. Okay. Some people are going to resonate with my story. Some people are going to resonate with yours. Other people are going to resonate with Michaela's, with Anne's, with Sherry's, with Francisca, with Melissa's. It just depends on, I mean, how did you find me out of all the people? And why are some people still finding Tony Robbins? So there's an abundance of people in the world. And this is why we do this authentic marketing and the authentic stories, your about page story. Okay. You're going to I pull in a lot of women who leave shitty relationships, who leave narcissists specifically. Okay. That's what I was involved in. Gave all my power away to a freaking narcissist. My mom's a narcissist. That guy was a narcissist. There seems to be a pattern around here. I have to break that pattern.
Right.
So, you know, you might attract a lot of women who are still in that, you know, oh, find a man and get rich, you know, by latching onto some guy.
Right.
You know, who's out there cheating on you with 3 other women and you're there at home, I don't know, washing the fucking floors. Those stories are going to attract the women who are riled up and ready to do something different. Okay. So you're going to share that story is great in your about page. And now let's cook up a signature system. And, you know, we'll walk through some of the things that you've used, you know, to help you and come up with some of your own. And again, when I first started coaching, I had one process. It was a law of attraction process that I had used. It worked so well for me. I just started teaching it and that's all I had. One process over and over and over again on different subjects. That's how I got started.
Okay.
The stuff that I used that was amazing, you know. I also used to be a big proponent of this thing called the release technique. I used to do a lot of these releasing audios. I bought all their programs. I bought their original program called the Abundance Course. It was $300. And when I used to have my very first coaching program, I used to buy that $300 abundance course, which came with a bunch of CDs and a whole book, and I would mail it to them. So I would buy it from the company. I would pay $300 out of my $3,600 or $4,000 that they gave me. I would buy that and I would mail it to them, and I would walk them through some of the processes. So the abundance company was happy because they were making sales, and my clients were happy because I had some content to teach them. You know,
Right.
I didn't make it up, but I was so proficient at it and I really believed in it. That's really what helped me disassociate myself from my ego. That was a 3-year immersion into understanding what the hell was going on with myself. Where did all this resistance really come from? Okay, so again, if you don't have your own book yet or your own processes, whose book has you, you know, could be mine or somebody else's, whose processes, what other book could you buy and send to your clients and say, let's work through some of these exercises here.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Or maybe, I mean, I go to a therapist. I'll tell you, I go to a marriage therapist, marriage and kid counseling. I moved in with a guy that has 3 kids.
Right. Yeah.
Go to a multi-million-dollar company and raise 3 kids to become Insta-mom. Okay. She gives me other processes from different books. She's like, oh, I found this. This is for you. Oh, try read this over here. Oh, look at this over there. She didn't come up with it. Works great.
Okay.
I'm very helpful. I'm very thankful for it. So you can do the same thing.
So should I be writing out the whole program? Is this all, am I going to be typing like a fool over here? No.
Nope.
What am I going to do? When we leave here today, I need to sit down and do what?
No. We're going to do it right now. You're going to have the clarity right now, Christine.
Okay.
So here's my first order of business, and take this down. This is a to-do action step for you.
Okay.
I want you, and I think I gave this to Franziska. No, somebody else I gave. Who was the first one? Annabelle. You're going to make yourself a binder, 3-ring binder, and you're going to put a bunch of pieces of paper in there, and you're going to write down all the processes that you could coach people on. You're going to have 10 or so processes in there that you love, that you've done, that made a big impact in your life, and that you can share with other people, okay? And you're going to keep that on your desk, on your left-hand corner or the right-hand corner of your desk. And so every call that you get on with somebody, so your mind is not all freaked out about what the hell am I going to talk about or coach, you can just grab the book, open it up, and do a coaching thing.
Okay.
I promise you, the thing will gather dust and you will never open up the damn thing. Once you guys all start getting into the active coaching, it's like, boom, let's do this. You're gonna, the intuition is immediate.
Right.
But right now your brain has this open loop of, oh shit, what's going to happen? Oh, I might screw this up. Oh my God, I'm not going to know what to say. Right? So you have to shut that down, and boom, by having that, it's going to shut that down. It's not going to be a barrier anymore. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's an action step. And now for you, let's go and figure out your signature system. So let's figure, what are some of the names that you were playing with?
Well, I would ask you, you had suggested online the Eliminator program. Why would I pick that? And how has that been successful versus naming it? I mean, the name was never set in stone. I haven't registered or anything, but it was like Premier Women. And that's going to be off the shelf because I've got another great name. It's going to be $1 Million Baby. So I've already
what's $1 Million Baby?
It'll be like, kind of like rags to riches kind of thing. It's kind of like what we were talking about, how women depend on men and hitting rock bottom and then coming back.
So is that a book that you're going to write, or is that just a program name?
It'll be both. Everything will be kind of centered around that. It's $1 Million Baby Enterprises, because $1 Million Baby, it was a movie. I never saw it. This friend of mine, he just told me the other night what it needs to be. And I actually thought it was kind of catchy and cool. So
it does sound kind of catchy and cool, but $1 Million Baby doesn't, to me, I don't think women's empowerment, it doesn't hit me at all like that. You know, I think it sounds like somebody's movie, to be honest with you. So I want you to come up with something, more original to you. Something that you mentioned that really hit me was high and dry. You said those words, high and dry. And that was like, ooh. So, you know, and you can use the Eliminator program. I don't care if you use the name of that. Okay, it help you eliminate all your inner blocks to get XYZ benefit. Mm-hmm. But you're dealing with, you know, empowering women. You're talking with baby boomers. And let's ask anybody else here if you guys have any good suggestions for Christine for the name of a program. Let us know here. And yeah, Desiree's like, yeah, I have 5 friends who are coaches. We all do super different things, even though we all do the same thing, right? So you're dealing with women's empowerment. You're dealing with baby boomers, high and dry. You know, women who don't want to be left high and dry.
What about left high and dry? I mean, because that's kind of where they're starting from if they're seeking me out. They've been left high and dry. Or is that too negative? It kind of sounds negative, you know? Like,
well, no, I mean, listen, it's not negative. The exit strategy sure says, yeah, it's interesting. Well, the end result is that these women are empowered and they're taking charge of their financial future, right?
Right.
And they're emotionally healthy.
Right. I'm just afraid, like, you know, they're going to scream and holler that they're not getting this end result, maybe because they weren't ready. It's like when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So if they're more receptive, like I'm super receptive because I'm ready for it. And I've done all the inspirational videos, read all the books. I'm like, I'm there in my life. Where, what if they're not? What if they're like, oh my God, you know, and they're not, they don't have that. They think they're ready, but they're not. So I don't know how to coordinate all this.
Let me tell you something, that every woman that comes through this program, okay, and this is where your responsibility is and where it is not. Okay, and this is something that new, great question again, that new coaches you're going to have to all get. You can lead a horse to water, but shit, you cannot make that horse drink.
Right.
I have a yellow dog. It's an amazing dog. The dog jump over your freaking head. He's fantastic. But the dog doesn't eat sometimes. He refuses. He just lies down in front of his bowl. You can't make him eat. You're going to eat this. You're going to eat your supper for breakfast. You're going to eat your supper time is going to be your breakfast. It doesn't matter. When he's hungry, the dang thing eats, but not before. I have another little black dog. The thing will eat 4 times his freaking weight in a day. You cannot feed him fast enough. But the yellow one, sorry, my friend. Your clients are kind of like that. They're going to eat when they're going to want to eat. And it's not your responsibility. Your responsibility is to give them the recipe and to hold their hand and to kind of kick them a little bit to freaking implement it. But if they don't do it, you cannot vibrate for your clients. You cannot think for your clients, and you can't act for your clients. And as a matter of fact, you wouldn't want to anyways, because that would not be empowerment. It's the difference between giving someone a fish and teaching them how to fish. Look, use the best, this is the best fishing rod, this is the best lure, this is the best lake to fish in, the best time of day. The woman's going to say, well, I'm too afraid to get in the boat. Okay, well, let's work on your fear. No, I don't want to. Okay. Okay. Then don't get on the boat, stay on the side of the fucking river and starve. The fuck you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
But that woman is going to have an experience, okay, and she's going to learn some things from your program. Might be 2 months down the road, but everyone's going to be changed in a certain way. And it's not your responsibility to think or feel or vibrate or act for your clients.
Right. Okay.
And in order for that to really stick, what I suggest that you all do eventually, and I mean, I didn't have this really until last year when I really ramped this thing up, but I was a coach for 7 years before I had any crazy very legal document in place, which I do now have. And so I suggest for this very reason that at some stage in the game, you all get in touch with a lawyer that lives in your own county. Okay, and again, this is when you're serving hundreds of women a year like I am. It's worth it to have this in place. At the beginning stages, the odds of that happening are very slim, especially when you're doing one-on-one coaching because you're so intimately involved. But I would recommend later on down the road at some time, set your business up right, pay a lawyer $500 to create a legal document, And that's it. It's an agreement, a legal agreement for your clients. Ours says that there are no refunds. End of story. There aren't. There are none. But I can guarantee that if you follow the freaking recipe, you're going to get results like all of our clients have. But I'm not going to be personally responsible if you sit there and, you know, sitting on the side of the banks and not willing to do the work. I'm not going to take a hit for that. That's retarded.
Exactly.
So the other way that you avoid that, Christine, is when you have the sales conversation with people, you ask them point blank. You ask people point blank, listen, I'm going to show you how to do this, but you have to be willing to do the work. Are you willing to do the work? Yes or no? Point blank. They're going to tell you yes. And I recommend that you record all of your telephone calls. Tell them. Tell people. We do. Listen, we're recording a call. If you want a link at the end, no problem. I'll give you one. Ask them. Listen, I'm going to give you the recipe, but you got to be willing to do the work. Are you willing? Yes. Okay. Because it's not going to work. I'm not selling you a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm selling you a recipe, but you got to do the work. You said you're committed, right? Yeah. Okay.
Where can I go to find somebody that's done this, like a full coaching program, just so I can get the wheels turning in an organized fashion? Because I don't want to come off, you know, all scatterbrained and not know where I'm going, like on a trip. You're in a car, there's a way to get there. Instead of meandering around the city, you go, you know, in a logical order. So is there
another thing, if you feel too scattered that you don't know what you're going to be coaching people, another thing that you could do is go and get a coaching certification if you feel that you really want a step-by-step process. You can go, this is not a coaching certification. This program camp is not. But a lot of women do. They go and they take, you know, a Reiki course, or they go and do an EFT program, or they get a law of attraction coaching certification. I think Kelly Weaver got one done from Christy Whitman. You know, so that might be another route. You know, if you really want to get if you are a type of person who wants, like, I want to do this, then do this, then do that, you can go and do that. Personally, for my own brain, I don't work that way. I never have. I just taught what worked with me in my life. Mm-hmm. You know?
Right.
And the tons of other women have done that. But if you, Christine, are like, you know what, I need to know what I'm doing on week 1 and week 2 and week 3 with people. But again, I'm going to tell you right now, it's kind of all bullshit, because you're never going to meet the same client that's in the same place.
Right. You're
going to meet them and they're going to be all over the place. And you're going to kind of just intuitively know, you know what? Let's do this process with you.
And the 30-day video challenge, I haven't started it yet because I'm not good at just talk, unless I have really kind of written out something and memorized it to the point where it sounds like it's just me talking, like how you.
Okay, so your big edge and a lot of your gremlins, Christine, are about being perfect and having it right.
Yeah.
You're going to have to break that, because you will not make to make a beautiful scripted video like that that's perfect, is you're going to require a ton of time and probably a studio, and no one's going to like it. People don't want that. They don't want that.
So how long should these be? I mean, I don't want to rattle on this 30-day challenge.
Listen, you can start out I got started by doing about 3, 4, 5-minute videos, and then I started doing live streams, and the live streams, I get sidetracked. They go on for an hour. People love them. Another idea, start talking.
Right.
So let's do one problem at a time, but I'm really going to call this perfectionism gremlin. I'm going to call bullshit on it.
Yeah.
You're a beautiful woman. You have experience. Start sharing that experience now.
Okay.
And start talking about the problems that your clients have. You know them very well. Okay? Because people pay to solve problems. Start talking about those problems. So what I would challenge you to do in a 30-day video challenge, again, we give you some ideas of what to say in the video, but what's the problem? Why is this problem happening? And what to do? And a call to action. If you want help with this, give me a call. So I want you to, so what's the problem? And for you to have a piece of paper there. What's the problem? Why is it happening? what to do, and a call to action. That is a video right there. And to just have that outline can be enough. Now you can think to yourself, oh, you know what? I'm going to tell them this story in my life when I used to have this problem myself. Boom, you install that in there. The story doesn't require, you know, a story. Anyone can jump into a story.
Right.
And break yourself out of this perfectionism habit. You don't. It's not gonna take you anywhere. That'll be a stick in the mud.
I have something to show you before you get to go to the next woman.
Yes, but before we do that, I love those. What are these?
These are tiny. These are keychains, but I took the keychain off. These are Gremlin boxing gloves that you can say, okay, I'm gonna do 5 minutes of beating myself up. But then you have to take off the gloves.
So you see this? You should send these to your clients when they hire you.
Because I can get these in high volume and like.
Yes.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So you got that.
So let's talk about your signature system and your signature program. I think you should call it Woman on Fire.
Ooh, I like that. Women or woman?
Woman on Fire.
Like one, not women. It's woman. One woman. Or all women.
Yeah, but you're going to start Woman on Fire. You're going to sell one-on-one, Woman on Fire. That's the name of the program.
I love it.
The picture that comes to mind, have you guys ever seen that movie, Waiting to Exhale?
Yeah, but what year was that? I can't remember that.
Oh, it's a long time ago, but it was just on recently. And I think, what's her name? I Will Always Love You, Whitney Houston. She's in this movie. Yeah. And her husband cheated on her. Somebody cheated on somebody. Anyways, and one of the women, she loads up the freaking clothes in the freaking convertible and she's walking away from it. She throws a freaking Zippo, whatever. Boom, and the whole thing explodes. Listen, I have this in my freaking brain, like that confidence that she's walking away saying, fuck that noise. That's what I'm thinking of when I think of Woman on Fire. And that's the kind of like decisive, confident.
Yeah, like F this kind of attitude. I got
which is what they want to have, right? So what's the first thing that you're going to take what's the first thing you're going to do with a woman like that, with your client, let's just say? Think of yourself 3 to 5 years ago.
Well, I was at such a elementary phase that I would, and this might be too juvenile to start, but I started, like you had shown, like a vision notebook. I started this thing, and this is my 3-ring binder, and it has all these cool things. I haven't finished it because it's not full. You can see it on the back. I have stuff. But anyway, is that too elementary?
No, that's great. What's next?
Like the I am affirmations or scripting, the power of like declarations kind of thing. Like,
okay, and then what?
How powerful something like that can be. How to stop screwing yourself over, and why motivation is garbage, meaning that there is scientific research done that if you don't act on something that you're afraid of within 3 to 5 seconds, that your brain is designed to shut you down to protect you.
Yep, and then what?
And that's why we always get back into our comfort zone. And now after that, let's see. I don't know if I have, how to break through fears and procrastination, but that's kind of like.
Yeah.
But all these are huge things that I'll have to narrow down. I have pages and pages of all this. Manifesting and aligning your energy, and just getting clear on what you want, which is what I'm doing as we speak, Wow. I'm a big believer in, the neuro-linguistic programming. So I don't know how I'll incorporate it, but I'll sure as heck will to reprogram whatever you got hardwired in your brain, to change it for confidence and whatever. But the how to stop screwing yourself over is a huge thing, you know, because the whole why your brain runs from all this, like what we struggle with, all these questions I'm seeing, it's exactly what our brain is designed to protect us from danger.
So here it is. Here's your entire signature system. It's called the signature system in the program. Just copy it in from the notes, copy and paste. It's called A Woman on Fire. Number 1 is vision ready. Number 2, scripting your day. Number 3, how to stop screwing yourself over and why motivation is garbage. Number 4, break through your comfort zone, overcome fear, procrastination, limitations. Number 5, reprogram your brain for confidence and success. Number 6, manifest your best, align with your highest potential and call it in. Number 7, celebrate your success. Rinse and repeat. So your job is going to be to write 2 or 3 sentences underneath each one about why it's important. And then your job is going to be, how much do you want to charge for a 90-day program for this? What are you thinking?
I don't know. I terribly need your input on that. I haven't gotten that far.
Well, why don't you charge $3,000, let them pay in full $2,500.
Okay.
9 sessions.
Is this recorded? Because I couldn't write that fast, what you just said. Is this being recorded so I can go back to it?
Of course it is.
Okay.
But listen, Christine, I'm going to go and type this here in the Facebook group and tag you on it so you have it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Vanessa, you've been such an inspiration to me, you know. You just don't even know. It's just incredible, so thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're all welcome. I'm so stoked that you're here.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, keep up the great work, you guys. Keep showing up, and just like this, even when you're like, I'm confused, I'm overwhelmed, oh my God, you're gonna get there. This is how the clarity comes. Awesome. I love it. I love clarity.
Yes.
I love what happens. All right, Christine, next we're gonna go to Colette and then Kelly. And I think we're going to end the call here there because we're at 2 hours. Colette, are you there? Do you want to unmute your line? See if she's still here. All right, I just tagged you in that. Well, I just posted in the Facebook group, Christine. So if you want to go back and grab it, it is there for you. Where is she? Colette, there you are.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, I'm good. I'm still very new. I think I started last Tuesday and then I went away for the weekend and now I'm back. And so I kind of went through module 1. I did about any page a little bit. I am a little scattered. I'm a little confused as to what I'm actually offering. So let me just tell you what I'm offering.
Got it.
So I've been doing tapping for years. EFT tapping. I love it, love it, love it. It's something I've shared with friends, this, that, and the other. And I wanted to do certification, but nothing really grabbed me because I'm like, I'm going to be certified in something I've been doing for 8 years. I already know this stuff. However, I recently came across this weight loss tapping, which was like tapping on steroids, and it blew my mind. It is unbelievable, and I'm done with that now. And I really want to share it. So here's the thing. I kind of was thinking of tapping for weight loss and beyond because I don't like to be pigeonholed. Even though it's tapping for weight loss, it's so much more than that. It goes back to your childhood traumas, as you know, like you were talking about your patterns, the things that make you stop yourself doing things, like the patterns for your mother, your this, their that, everything that kind of has happened that you keep being re-triggered, and it gets to the crux of all that shit and it releases it. So it is like weight loss tapping and beyond. I think weight loss is going to be the draw that's going to bring people to me, but it's so much more than that. And there's my confusion.
Okay, well, here's the deal. I suggest that you talk about EFT in a way that you can do EFT for weight loss. But number one, which came out, is break through your family's lineage and ancestor.
Well, wait. I also think women in particular have been programmed to have this like body image issue. There's so much stuff here. It's like these body image issues that you've had forever, and I just think this is, when you get to the crux of it, like pushing those feelings down, you're literally stuffing them down with food and whatnot. And I'm not even a particularly overweight person, nor have I ever been a particularly overweight person. So part of me was thinking, But I've been on every diet out there. I've binged. I still binge. I do this. So it's almost like there's so much.
So let's do it. Let's do that.
Because
you know why? You're passionate about that. You have energy there. Frick, you open up that door and it all pours out of you. You're going to have topics to talk forever. So yes, the name of your program is Tapping for Weight Loss.
And Beyond.
And Beyond. Where you're talking to women about, listen, you think you go to this diet, and what woman does not want to buy this? I want to buy this now. You know, oh my God, you're going to tell me that here's what, there's a writing, a copywriting, I don't even remember who the hell said it, but there's 4 ways to build and win, influence and win people. You know, when I'm writing my emails, I'm always thinking about, number 1, it's not your fault. I'm writing to let them know that, hey, it's not your fault. Breathe life into their dreams, help them overcome their fears, and hold on, there's one more. Make it not their fault, help them overcome their fears, live their dreams, and anyways, I'm going to find it. But when I'm writing an email, I'm always looking to touch 1 or 2 or 3 of these points. Okay, and that's exactly what you're doing. It's not your fault that you're overweight. You're literally eating all of your family's freaking ancestry that you haven't dealt with.
Yeah.
Hey, tried all these diets and none of them work, and you've been, you know.
And then you go back, right? You lost all that weight. It's great. And then boom, you're like, how the heck did that happen? It's back again to that weight. Your body wants you to be at that weight because of all that shit going on.
Okay. So yes, that's the name of your program, hands down.
Okay, good.
And now you're going to do a 90-day program, right? With 9 sessions.
This is when I'm so confused. But yes, I guess.
You're just going to wrap that, okay, Colette, into a package that, you know, they can buy this outcome for you. It's going to happen by working with you over 90 days. They're going to have 9 sessions, and people don't care about the 9 sessions.
9 sessions, okay.
Okay, that's what it is.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
So now let's just do the signature system, which is basically the recipe to bake this cake called Tapping for Weight Loss and Beyond. What's the first thing you would do when you meet with somebody?
Okay, so the first thing I would do is this technique, which is freaking awesome. It's called Ball of Light, and so I'm going to talk to someone, and this works every time, and it's a freebie kind of to get people in. Someone would tell me what they crave, and I don't mean emotionally. I mean crave, what you would drive 5 miles out of your way to go buy and eat because you need that particular chocolate bar.
Yes.
I would I do a technique that I would do in that, which I've learned. This isn't my technique. I've learned this from someone else, and she wants to go out there and do this, so that's fine.
There's always like tacos. Okay, this is great.
Tacos, there you go. So basically that tacos deep down actually has a very positive emotion with someone or some event or something in your life, and we would talk about that, and we would do this technique back and forth. And I tell you, I do this, and we go 10 down to an 8, and then I have people say to me, what the fuck did you do? It doesn't even taste the same anymore. It's unbelievable. And I'm saying it's not me. I didn't do this. We put your memory back where it's meant to be. It's not in the food anymore. It's back where it's meant to be, in your heart or your head.
Right. Okay, so you can explain that underneath that bullet point. Then what's next? Then what do you do?
Oh, so then we would, I said, we'd do the Ball of Light, and then we would talk about, I'm a little bit confused as to then I would maybe start an emotional eating. Maybe we would look at food that you have, that you, you know, maybe figure out what past traumas are associated with other food, emotional. Why are you emotionally? What you emotionally? What your triggers are? What sets you off? Again, that goes maybe 2 weeks. I don't know.
Yep. Emotional eating patterns and triggers. That's 2 and 3. What's next?
2 and 3. And then we have something. There's a very, without like bringing it up necessarily, there's a sense of so self-sabotage.
Yeah.
Why do you do this stuff and then you kind of like you go off the rails and then you get so mad at yourself and you beat yourself up? So self-sabotage. Who is the big, like basically who's the authority in your life that has created this self-sabotage? And then what else do I do? And then there's a kind of a bit that's really important at this point. There's anger work. So there's like a whole tap and bitch thing, like an anger work. And tap and bitch is great because it's like a 30-second tool you can teach people. And it's like it's like bringing that rage up that a lot of the time you don't even know you have as a woman, because we've been taught to, like the last of the baby boomers, you've been taught to kind of be nice, well behaved, don't make waves, don't do all that shit. And it's like, there's anger, deep down, guttural anger that I want you to release. Very important. What else? I have rage. I can help you. Okay, rage, and then we walk, and then after that we kind of go on to something. I hate to call it like sexual assault or anything like that. I don't mean that. But as girls and women, even like catcalling, walking down the street, sitting in a classroom and a teacher or a kid turn around making a comment about your breasts, or those things have an impact, trauma deep down on you, that then you start wearing baggy clothes, then you start feeling fat, then you start, it just goes on and on. I want to bring that up. And obviously there are people that have been very unfortunate to be like raped, and that's a very different thing. But this comes into that. But just because you've never been raped and you've never been abused or attacked, it doesn't mean to say you don't have that shit pushed down deep from when you were like 6 and 8.
12 years old, 11 years old.
Well, exactly, 14. In a swimming pool, it's there, it's pushed down. So that is another very important module.
Okay, so listen, I got 6 right now, and then, we could call 7 like fill the void, tapping to create something new.
Yes, when you get rid of something, you do often have to replace it. So, yeah.
Okay, so here it is. Here's yours. I'm going to type it in the chat, and I would suggest that you just
take a picture.
Paste it, Colette. Yeah.
I could take a picture.
And so you have the name of it, right, which is the tapping for weight loss and beyond. Number 1 is ball of light. 2 is emotional eating patterns. 3 is triggers. 4 is self-sabotage. 5 is tap and bitch, getting rid of hidden rage. 6 is sexuality, trauma, and body image beliefs. And 7 is fill the void. And so your job right now is to just, like you have so much. So write a few sentences underneath each one of those about what it is, why it's important.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And again, your next piece of homework is to write down, the name of the program, and here's all the benefits that are going to happen when you're done the program. And that's it. That finishes up your about page.
Okay. All right.
Now, what are you going to charge for this?
Yeah. I have to work on, I do tap in anyway, but I have to work on my own self-worth. I have to work on, who am I to ask for this money? I know.
Well, listen, do you know how much it costs some people to go into?
Oh, I think you're frozen.
These rehab clinics and the weight get booted out here. You guys here?
Wait,
you guys see me?
Yeah, I missed that last bit.
So, looks like somebody's unmuted back in here. I don't know if somebody's unmuted.
So one of the
guys, that's not going to work.
One of the guys that
somebody is unmuted and we can hear you.
He doesn't know how to do it, and then
it's Joanna. Okay, just muted her. All right, so why don't you charge $3,000 and $2,500 if they pay in full? Colette.
Yeah. Okay.
Start with that.
Yeah.
Listen, helping a woman overcome all these confidence problems and weight loss issues.
I was gonna recently do it. Someone, I did the ball of light on someone, friend of a friend. She has a holistic center right where I live, and actually I think, and I was thinking, I'm going to charge $125 a session. Maybe
no, stop.
This is like one-on-one before I found you. This is before I found you. And she said, I'll pay you $60 per person, and I'm charging $125 because I need to make rent. And I'm thinking, what? Wait, no, that's not happening. So I'm glad that happened because it made me walk away. Yep. And then I found you. And of course, I've had all the crazy gremlins like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm also English. I don't like to be pushy. It's like a cultural thing. I have that issue.
Yes. Well, we're going to work on owning your value. I want you to go and watch that video. Okay. Colette, owning your value exercise. I think it's in module 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. Might also be in the bonus section. We'll work on that. But now you've got some clarity, yes?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel better.
I like where this is going.
Okay. Good.
Great job. I love
Thank
this
you.
clarity. You're welcome. Next, we're going to go to Kelly. Kelly, you're going to have to share your screen with me for your Canva, because I can't see it unless I log into your Canva, and that's kind of crazy. But where is Kelly? Oh, she jumped off here. What happened to her? I guess she's not on here anymore. She had to go. All right, Krapsky. I wanted to give her some feedback on her posted on Facebook, tacos. Here's the link. She's sending me the link to Canva, but I can't see it right now. Obviously, I need to be able to log in, but I will get her to take a look at this, to post it. She posted in the Facebook group, but again, it's like I can't see it unless I log in, so I'll just ask her to snapshot it. Rock stars, amazing women, congratulations on all of your clarity here. I hope you guys have some ahas and some nuggets here and some next steps, you know, to move forward in your business. I have enjoyed every single moment of being here with you, and I'm going to invite you guys to keep showing up. Keep showing up, keep asking for these questions of clarity in the Facebook group. We're all here to support you. If you're new and you don't know how this works, we have Annie, we have Megan, we have Penny, we have Sylvia, who are all mindset mentors that are helping you with clarity. Leslie, who's a copywriting expert. Annie's really good too, and they're all really, really good at all of these pieces. They're all really great at helping you guys hunt out your gremlins. Nazim is here on Wednesday mornings to help you guys work through your Facebook ads. If you think it's Chinese, great, join the party. To me, it's a Chinese. I'm like, you know, he's responsible for helping me, you know, grow this company to $1 million+ by reaching the right woman on Facebook using Facebook ads targeting. It's Chinese to me. Okay, this is just one other loop, one next level to, you know, to get your Facebook ads converting, to get your groups converting. Keep asking questions, keep getting the clarity, guys. This is what we're here to do. And again, there are no stupid, dumb, wrong, or bad questions except the ones you don't ask. Annabella, yes, you do get the replays of Nazim. You get all of the replays. They're all available to you inside the Facebook group. They post them, and you get them via email. All right, so even if you can't attend them, you can watch the replays. Again, a lot of the training that he does is covered all in module 3. And then, you know, if you show up live, even if you just have an idea, you know, if you fill out the forms, he's giving you a form on, you know, who is your ideal client. You know, he can go inside and take a look at what you guys are doing and help you tweak it, help you make your Facebook ads convert, help you give you some suggestions on why your groups aren't working, make them convert. Yes. So keep showing up, guys. Keep showing up. Keep asking your questions. My hat's off to you for being so freaking brave and courageous. Really, keep showing up just like this. I'm going to unmute you guys so we can all say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Can you actually talk to her?
Bye.
Mom?